talk about is Night and Day. It's directed by James Mangold, who directed 3:10 to Yuma's most recent iteration and Girl Interrupted. The premise of that is Tom Cruise plays a secret agent who bumps into Cameron Diaz in an airport, uses her to kind of mule something across through the inspection line and tries to get on the plane, and they end up getting on the plane together. And just because of the fact that she stumbled into this situation where, ordinary girl in extraordinary circumstances meets up with Tom Cruise, and the two of them have to go together to try and accomplish various goals. I thought that the film was actually quite fun. I enjoyed quite a bit of it. I haven't enjoyed seeing Tom Cruise in a movie in quite some time. I thought that various things that transpired in the movie were interesting and fun. It wasn't inventive. It wasn't original. It wasn't the first time I'd ever seen anything.
Yeah.
I very much went into it expecting it to be, popcorn action, probably corny dialogue, a bit of an unrealistic romance. And I kind of feel like I got what I paid for. So I went in expecting very little, and I feel like I got exactly what I expected. For me personally, I thought that there were even moments where both of the main characters shone exceptionally bright, much better than I've seen them in a long time. So I personally give it a B.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was fantastic, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody wanting a deep and meaningful film. But if you're wanting, fun action and, a couple chuckles here and there, it's a great movie.
Kind of a date movie, if you will.
Very much so.
Something kind of designed to get a little bit of the male interest with the action and a lot of the female interest with the
romance.
With the romance and with having Cameron Diaz in it.
Yeah.
I give it a C+. And I think that we've seen this style of movie a lot this year. I mean, first we had Date Night, which is kind of similar, and then we had The Abominable Killers.
Oh, I know. No.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Date Night, though. I have to say, I enjoyed Date Night.
Actually, Date Night is still my favorite of the bunch.
Oh, okay. I'd agree with that.
But this is better than Killers, but that's not saying really anything, because most things in the world are better than Killers.
Oh, wow. It was that bad, huh?
But I did kind of have some of the same problems I had with Killers, is that it was just a very light and fluffy, sort of frivolous story. There's pretty much throwaway, it's kind of fast food entertainment. You consume it, and it's out of your system just as fast. And I thought the characterizations between the two actors were actually kind of weak. They weren't really playing anything. It's one of those movies where you're not going to remember the characters' names afterward, because they're not really playing anybody but themselves in kind of extreme circumstances.
See, and I thought, speaking on the characters, I actually kind of enjoyed the fact that, to a degree, Tom Cruise was kind of poking fun at his Ethan Hunt character from Mission Impossible. So that was kind of a throwback to that. I enjoyed that aspect.
And there's some fun dialogue, there's some fun, quick exchanges and stuff like that. It kind of has sort of a charade quality to it. But in general, I just didn't really see how this movie was worth the millions it probably cost to make.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And I thought that the MacGuffin of the story, the whole battery thing, was kind of weak. It's like, okay, we have to have some excuse for why this is all happening, and that was the best that they could come up with. Was this energy battery that's supposed to light up a city. And we forgot to mention Paul Dano, who plays the scientist behind this whole battery business, and he's a very interesting actor, and he's really kind of trying to act it out, really flush out this really small character.
Oh, very small.
And Peter Sarsgaard also plays the villain. I guess the antagonist of the story, who's an agent who's trying to get said battery and also get Cameron Diaz away from Tom Cruise and sway her to his agenda. And he plays it pretty well too. Both actually a lot of really good actors and a very not so interesting story. Yeah. And I have to say, I don't know if I'll end up watching it for the show, but The Tourist comes out later this year with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie, and it looks like the exact same movie all over again. Yeah. And how many of these charade wannabe movies do we need in 1 year?
I think though that, to a degree, if you go in expecting very little, you'll find yourself enjoying it. Like I said,
exactly.
I knew it was not going to be good. I knew it wasn't going to be amazing, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I could digest the movie very easily. It wasn't a hard movie to watch. It wasn't cringeworthy at any point. But in the end,
I would even disagree with that. I think there were moments that difficult to watch, but for the most part.
All right. Well, we'll move on then to